Ali, and for the next 11 days, I'm gonna be traveling from London to Iceland on a luxury cruise ship. And this is the Norwegian Prima. This is terrifying. Look at this. What? I have no idea what this cruise is going to look like, but I do know it's gonna be good. Here we go. Whee! Okay, I'm struggling. Okay. The next 2 weeks are going to be actually crazy. At this point, I have been in the UK for about like 3 weeks. The first week I was in London. The next week I did a camper van trip in Scotland. And then in my last week, I was on narrowboats. As you guys may know by now, I feel like I'm always doing things last minute and I seldom have a plan these days. I kind of just wing it. Definitely doesn't always make my life easy, but definitely does keep things interesting. And with that being said, this next adventure was also very unplanned and last minute. Classic. So I'm going on a cruise, and today I think this adventure is gonna be super interesting. Not only is this my first Norwegian cruise and also my first time going to Norway and Iceland, I'm also training for my triathlon, which is now in a week and a half. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot. In true Ali fashion, I have nothing planned. That's a lie. I actually do have my whole triathlon schedule planned, but in terms of everything else, it's a bit of a wild card. And I actually don't really know much about this ship that I'm going on. It's called the Norwegian Prima, and apparently it's one of the more newer, sparkly kind of ships. So I'm excited to see what it's like. But day one, I have made like a bucket list of all the things that I'm just determined to get done today as like a first impression thing. Things I must accomplish. A room tour, going to the Indulge food hall, do my triathlon training run, make sure to catch Sail Away, and see a show tonight. At this point, it's all sounding pretty attainable. It is currently 9:23 a.m. So it feels like I got the whole day ahead of me, but I also know how the first day of a cruise can be, and I might get a little bit crazy. It's time to say bye to my room. Here she is. She's cute. She's quaint. All right, time to get this show on the road. Well, folks, we are officially getting our first look at the Norwegian Prima. You would think at this point it would be kind of hard to have a first impression, but actually Norwegian is parked right next to Independence of the Seas. There's Independence over here, and here's the Prima. When I worked on cruise ships, I worked on Liberty of the Seas, which is the sister ship of Independence. So to see the size comparison, it just blows my mind how big some of them are. Easy to say, I'm excited to get on board. I would be better at this, but I feel like I never know what's happening when I'm like checking this stuff.
So that's you all checked in. There's your passport. That can go away now.
Okay.
I will go and get your cruise card.
Thank you. These cruise cards are so pretty. It's like a little show. All right, it's happening. I am really excited to see what this is like. At this point, I've been on mainly royal ships and one embassy cruise. So this is my first impression of Norwegian. I think overall, I'm just expecting something a little bit different from this. So we shall see. How's it going? We just got on board and I'm already feeling so lost. Maybe after 11 days of being here, I will feel differently about that. But right now, it's a bit disorienting. Ooh. Oh, this is so cute. It's been quite the journey to get here, but we made it. At this moment, I definitely am feeling like a lost puppy, but a very excited lost puppy. Full disclaimer, I am very tired right now as well. I feel like I just did not sleep super great last night, and then being on the train in the heat, standing for the past 2.5 hours has been like soul sucking. But we are pushing through. We have goals. We have ambitions. We have a bucket list of things to complete for today. And since my bags aren't here yet, we're starting with a room tour. Real quick, I want to take a quick second to talk about something that has become a non-negotiable for me while I'm traveling, and that is internet privacy. This video is sponsored by CyberGhost VPN, one of the most trusted VPN providers in the world, with over 38 million users plus a nearly perfect score on Trustpilot. That is over 20,000 people rating that this is excellent, which is definitely rare for pretty much anything online. If you're thinking incognito mode is gonna cut it, I'm sorry, but it's not. Your internet provider, your job, your school, the cafe that you're at, even the sites that you are visiting can still track you. CyberGhost protects you by encrypting your traffic and routing it through secure servers in over 100 countries, keeping your real IP address hidden and your data totally private. The best part, they don't log anything. Not even CyberGhost can see what you're doing online. And as someone who's constantly hopping from one country to another, I love that CyberGhost helps me to unlock out content from over 40 streaming services. So whether I'm in Tokyo, on a cruise, Iceland, Italy, I can still access the United States, Netflix, Disney Plus, etc. And that's not even the best part. It works on up to 7 devices at once. So your laptop, phone, tablet, all covered. And if you use my link in the description, they are gonna hook you up with all of these deals. 84% off, 4 months free, a 45-day money-back guarantee, as well as 24/7 customer service if you ever need help. It ends up costing just $2.03 per month, which is honestly wild considering how much you get. If you want to protect your digital privacy plus support me in this channel, make sure to click the link below. A big thank you to CyberGhost for sponsoring this video. All right, let's get back into it. This is a nice view. It may not look so special now, but I see the potential. Something new about this experience actually is that this is my first time with like a, what is this called? Ocean view window. When I was on the MSC Bellissima, I had a balcony cabin. And then when I was on Anthem of the Seas, I had a virtual balcony. So far, I think I'm kind of liking this. I honestly like don't use the balcony that much. And I feel like if I needed to go on top deck, I could just go on top deck. So I think we're solid. And now time to show you the rest of the room. So we have the entrance down here, and then to the right, we have a little couch and a bed. My first impression is that I am just loving the vibe in here. The art is super fun. We have some crystals, a parrot, a lady with a butterfly on her face. I will say not quite what I anticipated prior to coming in here, but I'm not upset. I think just in general too, the furniture choices are super modern and all of like the wood tones are super light. Everything just feels so bright and airy in here. And now to test out the bed. Based on the first flop, I feel like I'm gonna sleep well tonight, but also I'm super tired. So that could also be a contributing factor. Oh my gosh, I'm so sleepy. I feel like something I always take note of as well is what kind of outlet options that they have, especially near like the bedside table. Looks like we have a USB plug as well as an American style plug and light. Now that we've covered this side of the room, we also have the vanity over here. Here it is. This is such a unique little stool. What? Okay. I feel like this doesn't really have a strong function, but I do think it's kind of cool. Very modern. Here we also have US plugs, USB-C, USB, and what is this one? EU. Naturally, since I've been in London for the past couple weeks, I have been using this attachment. Bam, we're locked and loaded. It is almost 3 p.m. and I'm very hungry. As far as a room tour goes, I still have the bathroom and the closet space to do, but I don't have my toiletries yet, so I kind of feel like it could be nice to show you in the context of like packing cubes and what it's like to like fit your luggage inside there. Oh, if you've seen my past videos, you know that I enjoy taking my packing cubes out and like putting them in the drawers and stuff. I did notice that there weren't that many drawers here, but there's space underneath the floor. Whoa, it's not underneath the floor. There's space underneath the bed. In terms of storage, I feel like all the realms of possibilities have been expanded because you can always just like open your suitcase like a sandwich and slide it underneath. Use it as a drawer. Easy. Okay, while we are waiting for our luggage, we are gonna be taking off another thing from the bucket list. I tried to go to the Indulge food hall, but unfortunately I've just missed the lunchtime. It's now just past 3 and it closed at 3. So instead I ended up coming to the Surfside Cafe, Seaside Cafe, Surfside Cafe. Okay, here is lunch. Crispy cauliflower, chicken, lentils, potato salad, coleslaw, and pineapple. This is the buffet at Norwegian and already the food looks insane. I think my standard for buffet food is like pretty low. The fact that this looks as good as it does, immaculate. Also, the most random thing just happened. I actually just ran into one of my friends. I did not know that they were gonna be here, and the last time I saw them was 3 years ago. I think coming into this, my mind just feels like that I know someone here. I definitely came into this experience being like, nobody here, which is fine. I was actually really excited to experience the solo cruiser gatherings, which I think I still would like to go to, but it just ended up being such a pleasant surprise to see people. Like, the world is so small, but it is also so beautiful, and there's so many opportunities to connect with people. Anyway, my bags are here. Alrighty, I take that back. one bag is here. While we wait for the other one, I think it's time to cross more things off the bucket list. On my way to the sail away party right now. Not gonna lie, sometimes I feel quite awkward going to the sail away party, especially like going to a party by yourself. I feel like can be just a little bit funny sometimes and I get a little bit in my head, but I still think it'll be fun. I've been to some sail away parties before, but this one just like didn't really feel super fun. The dancing was kind of like meh. I feel like generally though, when I think about sail away, a couple different things come to mind. First thing, parade. I never actually saw sail away, I don't think, on Liberty because we were always doing the parade at the same time. Another thing that I feel like it makes me think of is just like starting a new chapter. I have been in the UK for the past month and today is like the day that I'm actually saying goodbye, which I didn't actually even really think about until we were actually already sailing away. I think most cruises I've been on have been round trip cruises, so the fact that I'm not actually going to be coming back here didn't really occur to me. Also, I literally found out yesterday, apparently the UK has a really big tax when you depart from the UK, so it's actually cheaper to do like a transatlantic cruise than it is to do a flight from the UK to the US. Something neat about this ship is that on deck 8 they have this thing called Ocean Boulevard. It's basically this area that just completely wraps around deck 8 and it's beautiful. There's infinity pools and sculptures. This one here kind of looks like an elephant. This one kind of looks like a chrome old-fashioned donut. Please tell me I'm not the only one that sees that. Yay! It's here. Not gonna lie, I was getting nervous there for a second. Okay, time to touch base on the day one bucket list. Room tour, half baked. Indulge food hall, coming up. Catch the sail away, got it. See a show, and do my run before the sun sets. I feel like I've done more than that. I guess realistically, I've only done 1.5. Now that both of my luggages are here, I think it is a good time to just unpack. And when I say unpack, I can literally just slide everything under the bed, like so. Bam. As you can see, everything is in a packing cube. So here are my tops, here are my bottoms, and everything just like has a place to be. It just makes life so much easier. The only thing I'm taking out, some dresses that are gonna be hung. Before I start putting my stuff everywhere, this is the closet. Look at the like texture and design. Like half of it is mirror, half of it is this textured bit. Up top we have some hangers. Down here we have a security box. And then the drawers in here, I've never seen something like this before. I mean, I guess you could put a packing cube in these grates, but they're all soft clothes. It's definitely keeping things interesting. And after the closet, last but not least, definitely the prettiest cruise ship bathroom I've ever seen. Look how beautiful it is in here. It's so spacious. I feel like I often joke about cruise ship bathrooms because they're often so small and you can barely fit in the shower, but like this is lovely. Like I can expand a little bit more. Like this is way bigger than any cruise ship bathroom I've been in. Fantastic. We now have 2 things checked off the list and now it's time for a third. Here is what the gym looks like. I'll probably come into the spa fitness center thing again. I was originally shooting for 50 minutes, did not quite get there. I feel like I'm giving myself grace though. The past 2 days have been days off for me and I'm kind of just getting back into it. We don't have those excuses for the rest of the trip, so we're making things happen. You know, things are getting fancy when you got the Birkenstocks on. Bam. I am just getting my stuff ready to go, but I am headed to go to the Indulge Food Hall. That's where I'm headed right now, and I'm gonna go see my friend. This is my friend Joe.
Hello.
Yeah, so we met each other 3 years ago for maybe a week.
Very briefly.
Very
in
briefly.
Greece.
We hung out in Turkey one time.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Yes. Good memory.
He filmed a video of me with the Turkish ice cream thing.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're that one. Oh,
Yeah. Oh my
I'm
God.
joking. I'm joking. That was a lot of fun.
It's always funny when you meet friends on ships.
and now she's stuck with me.
For the next 11 days.
No getting away, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Trapped.
Perfect. So we are here at the Indulge Food Hall. The first meal has already arrived. Basically, they have a bunch of different sections around here, all different types of categories, such as the Garden, the Latin Quarter, Texas Smokehouse, Ooh, so many options. First up, we have jalapeno and cheese cornbread. I love cornbread. Honestly, not a huge fan of jalapenos or cheese on my cornbread, but here we are. I feel like it needs like a butter because it is quite dry.
It's nice though. Yeah, it's good. It's the best I've had. I like the jalapeno. It's dry. Yeah, it's all right.
More items have just shown up as well. Got a sag paneer, some rice to go with that, and then spinach Caesar salad with chicken. Let's start with spinach Caesar salad. Ooh, nice and saucy. I feel like I don't usually have Caesar salads with spinach in them, but I love spinach, so this is actually a fan favorite of mine. And now for the sag paneer. It's kind of fun to have like all the different kinds of flavors, like the Texas barbecue flavor, the classic Caesar salad vibes. Oh, thank you. Italian gnocchi vibe. Perfectly timed.
Right on cue.
But also like the Indian food with the sag paneer. Boom, boom, boom. This has like a whole thing of chili oil on top. Ooh, spicy. And I probably just took a big helping of that. Here's the gnocchi. It's smaller portions, which I do enjoy. All of this is complimentary, included in the whole experience. When the portions are smaller, you can just like get more and try more food. He got
Very
his,
good.
yeah, he got
Very,
his
very
gnocchi
good.
too. Between the Caesar salad and the gnocchi, probably my favorites. This has been a great introduction. I've been really enjoying the food here. Good evening, my friends. It is currently 10:46 p.m. It is time to go to bed. As far as first impressions go, this ship is lovely. I've never been on a ship like this, so the format is a little bit confusing to me and I'm still getting used to it. But overall, I'm super impressed. The food has been impeccable. The staff has been great. Lots of really fun amenities. And honestly, thanks to my bucket list, it's kind of allowed me a space to be able to make sure I'm doing the things that I want to do in certain periods of time. I'm excited to continue to be able to show you guys around the ship and just all the things that the Norwegian Prima has to offer. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get to hit all of the things on the bucket list today, but I am grateful because I know that is something that I can do any day this cruise. So it was a fantastic sign-on day, and tomorrow we are going to be at our first port of call. We will be in Belgium, so make sure to stay tuned. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Don't forget to check out the link in the description to get your special discount for CyberGhost VPN. The app will protect your data while you browse and give you access to the blocked content on the internet for only $2.03 per month. Link is in the description below.